Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Beguiled by Books. Today, I'm sharing some of my favorite books to get you in the mood for springtime. Let's get started. Whether it is officially spring for you when you're watching this, or whether you're just feeling those springtimey vibes, waiting for the next season to roll around, these books I've got for you today are definitely going to lift your spirits and get you in the mood for spring. My first recommendation for you today is going to be Yellowface. And Yellowface on the surface might not feel like an overtly springtimey novel, but it's all about reinvention. So with spring comes rebirth. The trees are in bloom, flowers are coming up from the ground. It's all about that next thing. And Yellowface really embraces that, talking about the next thing. And sometimes next things are hard and sometimes they're uncomfortable. But that is what Yellowface is truly about. So it's a great novel to get you in the mood for springtime, especially as you're transitioning from that winter feeling to that springtime feeling. The next book that I can recommend is City of Girls. And again, this one may not feel overtly like a springtimey novel, but it's all about female friendships, growth, really becoming what you're meant to be and living into your best life. So it's perfect for a springtime read, and it goes really fast. It's a great novel. You'll go right through it. It's fabulous. The next book is a little bit different, and it's called Fragile Things by Neil Gaiman. And this book is a collection of essays and short stories and poetry by Neil Gaiman. And they are so beautiful. His writing very much gravitates towards kind of the ethereal, that fae world behind the veils that you don't typically see. And it's excellent to put you in the mood for something magical to happen. And Fragile Things is easy to read. It's because it's so organized into the novellas and short stories and poetry. You can easily read one or two things, go about your day, do whatever you need to do, and then come back to it later. So it's very easy for a casual reader to get through that book as well. And the writing is so fun and different and dark, but a little bit lighthearted. Really cool book, especially for the springtime, to, again, transition you from that winter feeling into the spring feeling. The next three books are all in the same vein of being warm, lighthearted, makes you feel just good in your soul, uplifts you, and just has a good message, a good positive vibe overall. So the first book is The House in the Cerulean Sea. I've recommended this before. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites. And again, just like I mentioned, it's so heartwarming and makes you feel so good. This one is a magical realism take on kind of a stodgy government employee who's dealing with a home for magical children and what that looks like, and the aspects of family and belonging, what all that really means to each individual character. Beautiful story, beautifully told, and I love this book and I hope you get to read it. The next book is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This one is about a curmudgeonly, grumpy, 30-something professor in the early 20th century who is working on documenting and creating an encyclopedia of fairies and going around the world doing the research, finding these hidden portals and dimensions where she can really understand the types of fae that exist in her world. And along the ride, she has her very sunshiny coworker professor who is constantly chattering, trying to cheer her up. It's just so much fun and a great lighthearted read and a beautiful cover. I mean, absolutely gorgeous cover. Get it alone just for that to display in your collection. It's stunning. The last book that I can recommend to get you into that springtimey kind of mood is going to be The Wishing Game. The Wishing Game is about a young woman who is entered into a contest that her favorite author is putting on, and she has to go through a little bit of adventure, rekindle that childlike wonder she had from her youth when she was reading the author's books, and see what it really means to, play by the rules, but also be able to strategize and win, and she gets the best prize of all at the end. So absolutely fun novels for you this springtime. That should take you all the way through summer. I've got reading guides for a lot of these. The link is below, so please feel free to check that out if you're going to do any of those for book clubs or for some discussion groups. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and let me know what other books you love for spring. Comment below, let me know, let the community know. And as always, thanks for being here. Have a great day.